Ideal mesmo para o mundo atual seria fazer o ensino médio junto com o curso técnico, certo? É no Senac que o aluno tem autonomia de verdade, formação cidadã, foco na diversidade, preparação para o Enem, material didático sem taxas e muito mais. Na real, tem tudo que você precisa para se sentir preparado para a vida. Seja para entrar no mundo do trabalho ou te ajudar a decidir o que fazer na faculdade. Quer saber? Senac. Vem comigo! Acesse sp.senac.br/ensino-médio-técnico.
Hey y'all, welcome back to At the Table Podcast, a virtual table where we discuss all things young adulting. My name is Fikayo and thank you for having me in your ears. In today's episode, we are brought with OPSENIOR. OPSENIOR is a musician who uses his craft to push boundaries and inspire others. In this episode, we'll journey through his creative process, exploring the story behind his music and also his upcoming EP, Primal Stories. This episode is not really like a podcast as it is more of you listening to a conversation happen. I really enjoyed this conversation not only did we get into talking about OPSENIOR and his music, but we started talking about music on a bigger, grander scale and its bigger effects. This conversation is not only an interview, but it's also an intellectual conversation. And I think anyone would grab a few things from this episode. Please be sure to rate the podcast. It really helps us with our distribution. And it helps us only be able to get bigger and bigger. Okay, are you ready? Grab a seat and welcome to At the Table Podcast.
3, 2, 1. Welcome to At the Table, OPSENIOR. How are you?
I am fine. I'm delighted to be here.
Thank you for being here. I am so excited for our interview, our podcast episode. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
I agree.
Yeah, so let's start with the very first question I ask everyone that comes on the podcast. And I just think it's very interesting how people introduce themselves. So I'm going to ask you, OPSENIOR, who are you?
It's a good question. So, OPSENIOR is just, how I put this for y'all? OPSENIOR is just a person that's just ready to push his limits, ready to just go when everybody don't even want to go, just ready to experiment, ready just to jump into whatever. But doing this due diligence of what he needs to do and just always being actionable. And I have a saying, which is the bravest out the bunch. So OPSENIOR is the person that's always gonna be the bravest out the bunch, no matter what it is.
Mm-hmm. And OPSENIOR, what do you do?
So what OPSENIOR does, right? But my name is Dami, obviously, but OPSENIOR is more of my, the kids say alter ego. So I would say it's my alter ego. So OPSENIOR is the person that pushed the boundaries of creativity, the boundaries of innovation, the ideas, the thoughts, and applying creativity to logic and just making sure everything is around or everything we need to do is boundless, basically.
And what medium do you use to do that with?
And the medium I used to do is a form of art, which is music.
Mm-hmm.
And why I chose music is because I believe it's the highest form of expression because of the mixture of sounds, frequencies, sound waves, lyrics, you can name it, drums, instruments. It has everything that needs you to be able to pass a message or make somebody feel whatever you need them to feel.
That's really good. We will get back to that, but could you tell us about what inspired you to start this journey in music?
What inspired me to start this journey in music, I would say, is just the idea of self-expression. I've always loved to express myself, even though I never knew I loved to. And I started off with arts, which would say drawing, poetry, and just figuring out what form of expression would be best for me personally. And ever since I've always loved music personally. Like anybody you ask will tell you that know me. That they would confirm that they know me. You know what I'm saying? They would tell you that your OP knows music, his playlist. Like he's always gonna put something that just be like, or always introduce you to something.
Mm-hmm.
But my what got me inspired was, I mean, I've always used to have my own one-liners and just going around, which is I've always knew was like cool, but I never really, to be honest, I never really knew how to record a song. So I was in college, and obviously one day one of my friends that they always used to record and make music, always invite me. I just never really used to take it serious or pay attention. I would just say because I was just involved in other stuff. So he invited me to the studio, and ever since I got to the studio, made my first song, I just never left. It just sounded good and sounded okay. I wouldn't say it sounded good because people was like, "Oh, it's good, it's nice." But I just knew that, oh, like shit, this could be better. Like this is, I could not believe it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It was just, and ever since I just never stopped. It just chose that medium to express and create, stories, like just full form of my expression,
Wow.
everything.
And how old were you when you first started kind of like getting into music?
Um, I old when I recorded. How old was I? I was in, I think, high school.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote my very first lyrics. I wrote my very first lyrics, and I can remember back then. I just never knew like how to go about it, and I just knew one of my friends used to rap and used to have like this social night, and he used to just rap. And I asked him like, "Yo, I think you like just come up with stuff or just do that?" And it's just like I just have to keep on listening to music and stuff. And
Mm.
I was like, "That's tough." And I was like, "I already did that," but it's like, oh, I can apply it. Then I would say like I was in high school, probably like 15 ish, but I just never recorded till like I was what? I was like probably 22 ish.
Mm.
Yeah, I would say, but 15, I knew that okay, I could do it, but I just never was. I was never like I was never just thinking about it to do it. It was just at the back of my mind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
But I just knew then. Ever since I wrote the first 3 lines, 4 lines, I just knew okay, this is something I have to do. But I just never went around like you know, I guess advertising it
Yeah. And
till the
15.
time was right.
Yeah, 15 is pretty young. So like how have you finding expression through music? How do you think that has shaped your life?
Finding expression through music has shaped my life in a lot of ways. Like, it shaped my life in a lot of ways that I could never even think of. Because
Mm-hmm.
I'm a very logical being, and which it's just going by my day, just like okay, this plus this is this. But ever since I started like actively just doing music and recording music and writing, it just shaped the way I thought I would think about things. It just shaped it in a sense of like, oh, foresight. Like it gave me more foresight,
Mm,
even
really?
though that logic could do. Because it's like when I start adding the creativity with the logic, it's like I can paint fictional stories that could be real. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I could like manifest. So instead of just being like a logical person and this, now I can be adding logic with creativity can lead to manifestation. And just thinking about it like that, I was just like, oh, okay, this is tough. Like I can really say something and it's gonna happen because I know actively I'm doing it. I'm always working on whatever I'm saying. Like I would never say anything I'm not doing in my music. So it's like, okay, everything I'm saying is stuff I want to do or I've done or anybody could do and just used to apply themselves.
Yeah. So like you keep saying this logic and music, and I've never heard those two in the same place together, and I'm just so or in the same sentence together, and I'm so intrigued by what you mean by that. Like how does logic articulate or how does music articulate logic?
Um, The way I would say the way music articulate logic would be it takes away a lot of seriousness away. You know, when you're a very logical person, people tend to be like, "Oh, he's a serious guy. Like, why so serious?" Like, we'll be like, "Why so serious?" Not knowing that I'm not serious. Like, I'm not serious. I'm just very logical, and it shows. It can show him just being around because I would just be like, "Bro, we can't do that. We're not gonna do that. That doesn't make sense. If you do like this, do like this." You know what I'm saying? But what made it fun is the idea of like taking those experience of like, oh, you could do like this and do like this and do like this and turning that into music
Mm,
became very fun, you
yeah.
know,
Yeah.
and just changed my whole attitude, my whole like thinking, thought process, the way I see things, the way I go about things, the way I, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's just, it's like I could be with my friend. I give you a story. I could be with my friend and just talking about stuff and stuff that I already told him, like, yo, bro, don't do like this or do like this. And maybe we meet back later and whatever result it came out, like it came to be, whatever the situation is, and I just be on, I turn into a song.
Mm.
I turn into a lyric and you be like, bro, why are you using my life or why are you using my this? And I'm like, bro, it's just funny because it's like I said this and I said this and this happened or you know what I'm saying? So it just became fun. It just became something that I just enjoyed doing because it's like, you know, it just became so fun. And I just fell in love with it because it helped me be able to like communicate better
Mm-hmm.
and even like, you know, so people can understand me way better than what they thought it was. It made people more comfortable too.
Mm-hmm. So what I'm also hearing that I really really want to tap into because we've spoken about this before and I think it's a great conversation, but it's about like the storytelling that happens within music. Could you talk about the power of that generally and then also how you use storytelling in your music?
Um, the art of storytelling is very powerful because I read in a book one time that if you can tell a story, you can sell it. If you could tell a story and you can make it understandable, and just tell it the right way, you can sell anything.
Mm-hmm.
You can make people believe in anything. You can make people believe in your purpose. You can make people believe in your passion. You can make people believe in a product.
Isn't that
You can make people
insane? It's marketing.
marketing. So, but
In
the
music, marketing
idea
in music.
exactly. So once you start tapping into like understanding those nuance and like,
Mm-hmm.
so I love like in my regular life in my day to day. I just love detail. Like I'm very deep. Like I love details. I love like systems and I love understanding those things. So once I start understanding that you can tell a story, telling a story, you can do a lot of things while telling a story. You can advertise, you can make people believe, you can inspire. So when you start putting everything in a tree, it could just be like a little system,
Right.
you know. So that just made it also make sense. That's why I was like music made logic, and that's just the logical side of like understanding that oh, this could be this, why are you doing this? And it just made more sense. It just made way more sense for me, and I just fell in love with it. And just me using storytelling is just, I just like to just make stories. You know what I'm saying? I just like to,
Mm-hmm.
I like
Mm-hmm.
to make stories. And my with my close friends, I just like to cheer them up. So like anything could be going on, I just start saying stuff, and before you know it, it just switch up their mood. And I just love that. I just love the idea of just making stuff up and just seeing it come to life. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
people not even believe in the like alternative scenarios because most people just believe in one way. So it's like once I started doing that and just started saying that,
Yeah.
people started seeing it different, and I just started seeing it different. And I just knew about that I could go about the situation like 100 different ways. That just made it more, it just made it more fun because again, it's like I started also did drama. Like I was acting a little bit. I was in high school. I was in the acting club. So everything just fell in line of like, okay, I just knew how to tell a story. I knew how to tell a joke. I knew how to like do certain things, which I would do around my close friends, around my friends, people I'm comfortable with. So it just made sense that music would be the highest form of like this expression of just oneself
Mm-hmm.
and just tying everything up. The whole story, just like okay. music was the best medium, and I just love it. I just love what a story can make people feel for generations. And
Yeah.
like, they don't know if it's true or not, but it sticks with them,
Yeah.
and it just sticks. Whatever way it sticks with you, it just sticks with you for whatever reason is your reason. And that's beautiful.
Yeah. I think like I think with doing these interviews and talking to more musicians, it has made me appreciate musicians in a different sense, in a different light entirely, because you guys are responsible of a journey. And even in your art and having someone listen to your music, you're responsible of getting them from point A to point B,
Point
and
B.
then also like allowing them to, well, kind of giving the path of how they should kind of feel, but then also allowing the music to take expression in them however it needs to, in whatever situation or circumstance they're particularly going through, which is crazy to me. Like, that's insane. I don't know, that's insane. And because, well, you guys, OP Senior is my cousin, but because we've hung out so much, like I have been introduced to amazing artists through you, who do that, who do amazing storytelling. So my next question is like, what are your top three favorite artists that you really resonate with?
Oh, boy. Wait. Um, that's you said top three artists I resonate with.
Yeah.
Like I said, I love music so much that it's different music for different moods, different music for different things, different music for like to get me into different vibes, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I would just say one of both Dead and Alive, right?
Yes, both dead and alive.
Okay. Okay, so number one would be Michael Jackson. Like that's like
Really?
just like
Why?
Michael just one of the reason that I never knew that I loved music, but I just loved it just from like the process. And I'm somebody that once I fall in love with something, I am doing my research. I am going into I'm trying to understand what make this work, what make this stick, what make this move from point A to point B, you know what I'm saying? And once you start understanding those things, then you figure out your way, chew them, chew their music and chew their process, and just understand that you're not crazy. Understanding the way you're going about the way your music or your sound or whatever you're doing is just not crazy because you know a lot of stuff has been done before, but people are just doing it better, different.
Mm-hmm.
So with Michael was just it was just Michael was different. It just from everything, performing, songwriting. It's songwriting to be honest. Like one of the reasons I love music is just the songwriting, just the way you can say stuff and make people. I'm like, why did you say that like that? I love that. Like I love it. I just like I even talk like that in my regular life. Like just say certain stuff and just to see people reaction and be like, yo, why did you even say that? Why did you even think like that?
Mm-hmm.
Like, why not? Why not? Why not think like that? Like, why do I like? Why not? So
Hold on,
just
but can I pause you? Like, everyone says that Michael is this legend, and oh my goodness, I'm probably gonna get canceled for this. But like, I don't get it. Like, and probably because I'm not really super into like music. Like, that's not where I
yeah.
like nerd out. But like, help me understand that. Like, what did Michael bring that really inspires you musicians to look up to him?
Everything. Michael did everything from A to Z. From we talking about from A to Z. Like,
Is there something specific that sticks out to you though? Like I
um,
heard you say the like why did he do that? But like is there something that's
yeah.
like
So like, one
mm-hmm.
of the reasons that also resonated with me because when I first started doing music, like, I used to make sounds.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I just used to make sounds. Like, so like, even when I started recording, I used to do that, and I just never knew like why. So like I said, I love Michael. So I went back again. I was just watching, like I watched a lot of documentaries about Michael, and I just seen one time that Michael created like a beat of instrumentals with his mouth. And in this modern day, like if you do that, most people don't even understand what's going on. So even in my music, like you were just saying sound, you think it's instrumentals, but it's like my voice. Like it's literally my voice doing different type of crazy sound. It's like it's different. So it's like, and even the engineer be like, "Yo, let's add that," and you just tune it up. It like so we even use my voice in like in the medium of the songs, like in the beat, and you think it's just a regular instrument. Most of the times, like I like to put my voice as an instrument because I see my voice as an instrument first before even like writing words.
Oh
So
yeah.
that's one of the reasons that I love music. Like, I like just do the same shit, and it's just like, yo, what is that?
Mhm.
And I don't even know, which is beautiful because it's like it's not for me to know, it's for you to feel. Like
Yeah, that's so
but you know what I'm saying? It's not for me to know. Like I don't know, but it's for you to feel it. Like so, just feel
yeah.
it and just go. Like you know what I'm saying? Just go. So it's like seeing my like a lot of stuff. Like even Michael as a person, a lot of stuff made sense for me musically because just looking at his history and everything just made sense because I was like, okay, like I think I think it was one of the first person I got exposed to like musically. So I
Mhm.
think that also one of the reasons
I
like
mean,
that's embedded in me.
so
So
like
I just love it, like just as performance, the
that's
way he
so
go all out, like the way like Michael is a serious person when it comes to music. Like you wouldn't like if you watching a dog, you'd be like, it's like telling people you gotta do it like this. And I'm like that too. That's why it's like in the studio, I'm like, bro, you gotta do it like this. You gotta promote, like
mhm.
you gotta love the art so much that
It's
people look at you
art.
like you crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
people don't look at you like you're a little crazy a little bit. Like why you like? And I don't think you're really doing your job a little. But you know what I'm saying? So it's like
Mhm.
I just love that. I just love the idea of that, and that's my number one. Like when it comes to just music and what me doing it.
Mhm.
But everybody else is just have different things that
Nah,
they
okay,
do that I love.
two more
That he's like,
people. Or at least two people
um,
that you would like. Yeah, they're doing it. They're doing a good
okay,
job.
because nobody they doing a good job. Okay, because that's the only person that like inspire me. That just make
Okay.
me like.
Let's see. If you had to
Everybody
put
else is
us
just a
all on,
preference.
right? And you're like, yeah, go listen to this person. They'll get you there. Aside from you, of course. But
Okay. I'm a songwriter type of guy. I like a good song. Like people call me a rapper, but like I can rap, but like I love a good song. So like I listen to Dumont Kennedy. It's not like my favorite artist, but I just have different tastes. Like it's it's ranges of taste that I have that it's just insane. So
so what taste is he like?
it's more Dumont Kennedy is more of like storytelling, like
Mhm.
the folklore, like that type of vibes, and it's just spilling his emotions out, like spilling it out,
Yeah.
spilling it, very vulnerable, and that's something that I want to do too, like be more vulnerable, like just with my sounds and just not even care, like I give two fucks. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's just art. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Damon is cool. I like Future. So much people I love, like just love to listen to. I like when it comes to songs, Future. Um, I love who else? If talking about R&B, I love Boner Boy. Boner Boy is
Of
cool.
course.
When you talking about songwriter, like now I'm just talking about songwriters, like so because I love Boner Boy, Future. Who else? The Weeknd. I love a lot of like old school music, like school music from the 2010s. Not necessarily the artists, but I would say the songs. Because back then, there was a lot of people just focused on writing good songs. I love Rihanna.
Really?
Rihanna, yeah, I love Rihanna. Like that's like my favorite female artist, like all time. I think.
You haven't
I don't
said
think about
anyone that you've put me on to, which is crazy. But like Rod Wave, you put me on a Rod Wave. You put me
like Raw Wave.
on
Okay, yeah, I put you on Raw Wave until like all this
Honcho. Friday. Oh my
Friday.
god. Friday is good.
So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like those people are like new day people. Like I wouldn't like I love their music.
yeah.
They inspire me, but I'm not saying that they're not too big on my inspiration. But I
Really?
love them. So like if I come across like Vory is a very good songwriter.
Oh, you also told
Vory
me
is
you
a
liked Ed
very
Sheeran once too.
yeah, I love Ed Sheeran too. Like I love a lot of people like that just
Mhm.
write good music. Like you'll be able to tell what's good music, good writing. You know what I mean? When you hear it, you just know that this is good writing. Whatever which way it sounds
Mm-hmm.
or it comes off, like you would just know that this is good writing. Like this is good writing. So
Mm-hmm.
I've always premised myself on like good writing, like first before even like anything else. Like I gotta make sure this is a story. This is this is writing. Like you hear it and be like, okay, this guy just took me on a story. Like, and you could just put you different places. Like I could be driving down the hills, driving by the beach. Like I've
Uh-huh.
heard different things. And people be like, "Oh, this makes me feel like I'm on vacation, like just driving." Like, so I love that. So like Rory, Future, Drake, No Cap, um, James Blake, James Arthur. It's a lot of people that you like. It's just what I'm saying. So not a lot of people I can even remember right now because I just put
Mm-hmm.
them on whenever I feel like whatever mood I want to be in or whatever mood I want to enhance or
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
just like that's how I go about my music. You know what I'm saying? It's not necessarily have an artist, and I could just have a moment which I'm like a moment where I'm listening to an artist more. Like right now, I'm listening to like what's his name? Wyatt Lucci.
Mm. Wow.
Wyatt Lucci. I'm listening to him more because it's just that raw emotion, raw. It's just raw.
Mm.
Like it's not too deep, but it's just raw. Like just talking about it, and it's just like it is what it is.
Who is
Like
that?
Wyatt Lucci. You
Gucci.
gotta check him out. He's cool.
Yeah. You know
Really
my
cool. He's from Atlanta.
favorite storytellers. Oh my goodness! But you just said Atlanta. You reminded me of Lil Baby. Lil Baby's pretty good too. Another storyteller that I love was King Von.
King Von's a good
And it's
storyteller
so
too.
against like my personality, you know.
I
Soft
know,
girl,
right?
soft
Lil
girl.
Baby too is like I remember back then when Lil Baby first came out. Like people,
Mm-hmm.
like I remember people was like, "Yo, what is this?" Like, bro, like what is
Yeah.
this? Like I'm talking about 2017 ish, and people were like,
Mm-hmm.
"Yo, what's this?" Because that's how it be when I put people on music. I always put them on first. I'd be like, "Yo, this is tough. This is tough." By the time they realizing it's tough, it's like, bro, like I already know it's tough. Like you just,
Mainstream.
but
Yeah.
I respect. You know what I'm saying? I respected it, but it's
Yeah.
like I already knew what it could be because as
Mm-hmm.
an artist, you could tell like, okay, he's just story, but this is good writing.
Mm-hmm.
Like he just still need to figure out like the producers, like
Mm-hmm.
the mixing, the
But he's got the
mastering, and
hard
everything.
stuff, like the stuff that's hard
You
to
could tell
get. Yeah,
exactly.
he's got the good stuff.
Like Gunna
YNW.
is somebody I love too when it comes to making songs.
Mm-hmm.
Like Gunna is like I knew Gunna was just that guy even before everybody was talking about the baby. Nah, the baby's cool, but Gunna is whole different like beast. You know what I'm
YNL
saying?
Melly. People are like, yeah, he's crazy, but he's such a good writer.
It's a good even Kodak. Kodak is a
Mm-hmm.
good writer. Like I love
Mm-hmm.
Kodak too when it comes to like the a lot of people.
Lil
I'm not really too
Wayne.
big. Lil Wayne, I'm
I was
not too
listening to
big on
Lil
like
Wayne last weekend and I was like, damn, this man is good. Yeah.
Lil Wayne is tough.
Oh, and I have to add the
Justin
lyrics.
Bieber too.
Justin is insane. Like he's actually like he's pretty good. Like he
Yo, my
reminded
favorite
me
album
of
from
Prince.
Justin Prince.
But like
Oh, I see.
that's like out out out. But they said Prince like would hear the lyrics of songs in his sleep. And I remember I seen this video once of Justin Bieber literally like telling the orchestra how to make the sounds that he needs them to make with his mouth. Just like how you reference
Ex-
Michael Jackson.
exactly, and that's how
Crazy.
you know somebody is, and that's what I be doing sometimes in the studio, and that's why sometimes I take time on my music
Mhm.
because my music is not like I'm not like
It's
it's to
art.
really like it's art, and I just want to share it. It's not too
Mhm.
big on like oh I'm trying to like everybody want to be the best and stuff, but it's not too big on like oh you the best out here. It's just like yo you it's you out here like it's
Mhm.
me and like nobody could be me and like I'm sharing it with you and I'm just like I'm going about my business like but like
Mhm.
if it's time to just jump on that line boy like I could go you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying
Mhm.
so
Mhm.
like I just love the idea like once it comes to like yes is jump in the studio and just make art bro come on like
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean I'm
It
not the
is
one to
art.
brag but I just know that it's different like
Mhm.
it's so different that I can make you uncomfortable. I'm not going crazy, but it's just so different that
Mm-hmm.
I can make you uncomfortable,
And that's what
and
it
I'll be
is.
honest.
That's what it's. Last one. I have to say this one though. But A Boogie, A Boogie is a storyteller. Oh my gosh, I really respect him too. But
Boogie's one of them. There, one of the great storytellers.
mm-hmm.
So I'm saying it's a lot of them. Like A Boogie T is one of them. A Boogie's one of the people I listen to a lot. McNeil, A
McNeil is
Boogie, The
good.
Weeknd,
J Cole,
J Cole,
J Cole.
Drake, Kendrick. There's a lot of people out there. It's just Kanye
I
West.
was literally thinking that right now.
Kanye West is one of my top two. Like, is one of my top like people I listen to.
I
Like, just
study Kanye. Like, if I want a good mind fuck, like, I'll go watch one of his
yeah,
music videos and then go watch, like, Genius kind of break it down and then go find an article somewhere of someone writing about, like, Kanye's fucking insane.
Kanye. People just look like that's the thing about art. People don't understand it, so people want to call you crazy.
But that's what
Kanye is
it
a fucking
is.
genius.
Like, I
You know
think
what I'm
art
saying?
is, like, an expression
Artistically, is a
of.
genius.
Yeah, I think art kind of is an expression of a little bit of madness, like going
Exactly.
insane. It really is that like internal thing and trying to bring it to the real world. It's crazy.
People get scared. People get scared when
Oh
they see that because
hell
most
yeah.
people get scared of what they don't understand. And me
Hell
personally, like
yeah.
that's one of the reasons I don't too like. I guess I need to do it more, but I just don't like to just show like artistic shit too much. Cause people are really crazy feeling about I'm not understanding a lot of shit that I say. So imagine start seeing you in a raw element of just like doing those things, they will be fucking mind fucked. They just gonna be like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? And
Oh no.
it's a good feeling too, because it gives you some type of dopamine because you're like, damn, look at them
Yeah, no, but
fucking
this art
brains
shit
up right
is
now.
different. Like, it's
You know what
different
I'm
to
saying?
make music, and you would know this, of course, but it's different to make music
Yeah,
and make music, but it's different to make music and call it an art form. Like, you're pouring out your
exactly.
everything into this. Like,
Like,
oh my
like
gosh. Mm-hmm.
when I'm making nothing is off limits. Like when I know I'm in a studio, I want to say stuff. Nothing is
Mm-hmm.
off limits because it's art.
And there's
Only if I
depth.
know saying stuff that's gonna. But I'm not looking to offend anybody. But like nothing's off limits. If I have to replace your name with something else or something, I'm saying it. I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna do whatever I need to do just to get that shit out,
Mm-hmm.
and that's it. Because it's not gonna be full, fully pure if it's not fully done. Like
Oh, that was good. Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. It's not gonna be fully pure if it's not fully done. So, and me, I'm not gonna just half-ass. Like, I don't half-ass anything in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody doing this, like, if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. And if you come across people that know me, they'll be like, damn, like, bro, you say you're gonna do that and you did that. You say you're gonna do this and you did this. And you, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm always like, track record of like, whatever I said I'm gonna do it.
Right.
Just watch, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I take time, but I always do it. If you go back and look at it, like,
Mm-hmm.
there's not no cap in this journey, in this music, in this just lifelong living, lifelong learning. Ain't no cap. Like, go back and check. Anything I said I would do, I did it.
Yeah.
And that should count for something. You know what I'm saying? Like, be it anything.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's insane. Could you okay, so I'm not a musician. Not everyone is or but could you talk about like what it is to develop a body of work? Because you've come out with albums, you've come out with EPs, right? You have a body of work. Could you
Albums, just EPs.
EPs? Could you talk
Yeah.
about what it is to deliver that into the world?
If you're talking about the right way, it's take time. Like you slow cooking,
Hmm.
like you baking, like you and even with my upcoming EP, I'm gonna put out songs for stuff first. But
Mm-hmm.
like, this is the very first time that I actually did it the way I felt that it's supposed to be done. Like connected stories, transitions, like just it was specifically made to be like tailored to like a proper EP, a conceptual EP. I don't know if people do conceptual EPs, but I just wanted to like, you know, do that and whoever's in the game like musically that just made music and just look at me and be like, okay, that boy know what he talking about.
Yeah.
That boy know what he doing. That boy is on it. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
like it's a lot. Even my process was just a lot because it's like a blank sheet. You got to take a blank book and you have to start writing. What do I want to talk about? Like, what is this? What is it gonna be? Like, my name even have a full storyline, a full title. It's just like what mixture of or ranges of emotion do I want it to be in here? Like, just how do I want to cook this delicacy? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's just and serve it like because if you cook a food, but you want to catch the high first, then the smell, then the
Right.
taste. So
Right.
I'll do like just the process, like from the beginning to the end. Like you need to like okay, make them understand the connection and the connection.
Right.
Like it's like food. People don't know what they don't like till they eat it.
Mm-hmm.
People don't know what they love to listen to. They listen to it.
Mm-hmm. And that
So
even
it's
just
just
reminds
like
me of
that.
all the like the little things that go into it as well. Like you literally said, like the placement, like even like because you have to deliver it well. So how does it look when
Exactly.
it's when they're all the words and all the like the titles are sitting together? What songs go into the next song? What cover art are we using? What title names are we using? What platforms are we gonna put it on? When we put it on YouTube, what is it gonna look like? Are we gonna use the same platform or the same cover art, or are we gonna use like a moving reel or something? Like, it's so interesting how intricate this process is. You've kind of already started talking about your new EP, which is called Primal
Yeah.
Stories. Could you tell us more about that? Could you tell us more about that EP? What inspired it?
Um, Primal Stories is just like that's my baby, man. I would say like I don't. That's first time I guess the first time I'm saying that. It's like my baby. It's like I don't want to be insensitive, but it's just like women carry babies for night. I carry
Yeah.
Primal Stories in me, like till I deliver it, till I push it out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's something different I never did because a lot of vulnerability in it, which I love. Like I wanted to just do something different. Like I wanted to do something different so bad, like just so bad. Because I listen to a lot of songs, and I'm like, the songs I love, I'm not like love to listen to a lot. Like it's not type of songs I've made in the past.
Mm,
Not that I don't love those songs, I love them. It's they cool, but it's like I need to like tap into those type of things too, like or in my own way, in my own type of delivery, in my own type of songwriting, in my own type of thinking, rapping, whatever, spoken words, whatever. So it's like it's my baby, man. But just inspiration is just me. Like most of my songs is the inspirations is just like me personally, people around me, past stories, combination of past stories of me or somebody else, or I could have a situation that's similar with somebody else, and I could just mix the two up just for better understanding of the listeners and like
mm-hmm.
just better. So it's more relatable because everybody's been through probably a lot of shit that I probably like that we hear in like the EP, and that's what I feel like I'm looking forward to
Yeah.
because like I don't know, man. A lot of people around here, I don't think they do stuff like this. And I would say that shit. I'm not afraid to say I don't think they take time like the way I take time. Not that taking time is bad or good, but I just don't think that they go about music the same way I go about music. And it's not no disrespect, but it's fact. It's
Yeah.
facts. I've been in a room with a lot of people and I've just seen people's process, which I respect though. I respect it, but I don't think that it's up to par. Like when it comes to like the way I go about my shit, and everybody go about their shit their own way, which is special to them. But like my shit is special to me, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Mm-hmm.
very special. So, primary story is just a story, stories of authenticity, originality, very very primal. Like it says, like very very like the like foundations of feelings, fundamentals of feelings of like raw emotions, like just basic stories that doesn't seem so basic, like it's just whatever way you want to see them as. Like they could put you in any type of mood. I feel like they could take you anywhere you want to go. You just gotta open your mind and be ready for it. But it's something I'm looking forward to. I love because I never did before, and a lot of times I've never done something before. I be excited, but I try not to be overwhelmed. But it's just it's stories, man. You just gotta figure out yourself. You just got once it drop, you just gotta go listen and check it out.
And
You know what I'm
that's just
saying?
you just spoke to that slow cooking that you was talking about earlier. And it really is something to respect. And it's because you respect your work. Like you want it to come
A
out a certain
lot.
type of way. Yeah, and you take time with it. That's nice. That's nice. And you respect your listeners too. I think I was telling you I love Young John. Love Young John.
Yeah,
Just because like he's been a producer for all those years, I know he's been studying it. So anytime I
exactly.
see that Young John is about to drop something, I know it's gonna be good just because of
Yo,
how
listen to it.
much time I know he spent learning this craft and learning what makes music really, really good. That I know that no matter what, he is going to drop art. It's different for him. It's different for him.
Look, as an artist too, artists know once you listen to people's work, artists know people that take their time and people that actually blood, sweat, and tears into their work. I could tell, if I listen to your shit, I could just tell that okay, you took it serious. I could tell, oh yeah, you just bullshit. You just want to just feel like you just doing something. No disrespect though, but disrespect. But you know what I'm saying? But it's just that, and because music is oversaturated these days, if I'm being honest. So it's one of the things that I don't like, and but that wouldn't stop me from making music because it's a form of expression. It's not
Oh
anything
yeah.
else. It's just something I love to do. Like
Oh
now,
yeah.
next life, whatever, I'm still doing it. So but it hurts me just seeing people just doing it whatever way. It's just because it's easily accessible. They think it's easy to make. But it's part of the game. You can't get mad. But among those bullshit and whatever, I just gotta make sure that they see that my shit is coming from a different type of place of you know, student of the game.
Oh
Like
yeah.
I'm a student of the game. I'm a proper student of the game. I'm not just somebody that was just I want to do people doing it. Like I'm a proper student of the game.
Yeah.
Like I do my homework. Like I do my homework on this shit.
Yeah.
So yeah.
In this experience, how like do you stay true to yourself, um, but still continue to push through your limits of personal evolution?
Um, how do I stay true to myself? By being authentic, by investing in myself,
Mm-hmm.
pouring it more into myself, and not letting myself be contaminated with the outside world,
Yeah.
and just going about that. Because sometimes you need evolution and self evolution, and evolution is always going to happen whether you like it or not. Self evolution is only going to happen if you want it to happen. So me investing in myself, pointing to myself, like I said, I'm a curious person, very curious. I
Mm-hmm.
want to know what makes you tick. I want to know what makes you hit. Like you hear something, why you just react like that. So it's the same way I apply to myself. Why do I do this? Why do I check myself? And I don't most of my you can hear it. Like you can hear it in a song, you can just hear it on my music. It's very original. I don't think anybody we hear and be like, oh, it's this and this we sing like this or this person. So it's something I pride myself on. So I just continue this. If you're studying on the game, you know. So I just pride myself more in just learning more, and for me, learning more and just going through stuff, I could come back to the music and express it and share with people and people that wants it, people that don't even know that they need it, but just going through life, man. I'm a very open person. I let myself feel stuff. I let myself experience stuff. I let myself just whatever's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. So I just let it happen, and after the fact, I just write about it or I express it some type of way.
Wow, that was really good. And I feel like that's a lesson that like all of us should take into everything that we do ultimately, just staying authentic to ourselves. And that goes right into my next question. But if you could tell someone who is thinking of going into the music industry something, or that's in it right now and maybe they're trying to find their feet, like, what would you tell them?
Um, hmm. I'm not story. There ain't no people that tell me shit, but goddamn. Um, I'm always gonna tell people stuff or shit, like shit, share with you or share with y'all, like this from my experience. So,
Mm-hmm.
you have to believe in yourself. You know what I'm saying? You have to have that belief in yourself. Like you're gonna, like you just have to have that discipline. You have to have a lot of like grit. Like forget what anybody's saying. Like music shit is different, bro. Like you can make a song now and go like you might just want to make a song and go play it for somebody because they're not accustomed to your sound. They're not accustomed to the way you write. They're not accustomed to a lot of things. They would just give you what they think, not what they think of the song. And they would just literally they whatever they say could put you down, like send you to the drainage, bro. And you just gotta be careful that they don't mean no harm. They
Yeah.
just they just sing whatever they feel. And you just gotta keep going, keep refining yourself, keep networking, keep meeting people because it's about the music. It's not about you gotta know what your why is. Like people are always gonna ask you, so you have to know your why. Like what's your why? Why are you writing songs? Are you writing songs for fame? Are you writing songs for like your personal evolution? Are you writing songs because you want to make money? Are you writing songs like you just gotta know what your why is, and from your why, you gotta just build from there. Like build and be ready to do whatever you need to do, partake in your why, so you can get to like your destination. And don't worry about the destination. Always worry about the process. The
Mm-hmm.
destination is always gonna be at the end,
Yeah.
regardless of whatever you. If you do it, there's always gonna be a destination. If you don't, there's always gonna be a destination. So just man, worry about the process. Fall in love with the process. Fall in love with your process,
Yeah.
and just go about it and enjoy it. I mean, if you don't enjoy it, bruh, don't do this shit, bruh. But if you enjoy it, you have to something. This you just have to enjoy something about it. So as long as you find what you enjoy in it, just do it.
Yeah. We've spoken about like what you said is so important, and we've spoken about this especially within the music industry so much. But like you're even reminding me of Bruno Boy, and like the very interesting thing about music is the music industry changes so quickly. So although your sound, people may not be listening to it right now, maybe if you keep going 2, 3, 4 years, like it's gonna be what's popping. You remember back then, like even before 2017, Bruno Boy has been
Yeah,
making
like
music,
being making music 2014, like
been making
13,
music.
12, like
He was just
go back.
overshadowed by Olamide, Davido, and Wizkid. But I think it was around
You
that
know,
like 2018, that COVID time. I think the music industry just shifted, and like boy oh boy,
because
it was
everybody's in the
mainly
house
Bruna.
and
Yeah. And like that, like Jamaican soca, is it soca? I don't even remember. But that like sound started getting like lit. Oh, and that's when Bruno Boy was able to pick up. But he kept to his sound. Like even if you listen to
yeah,
2014 Bruno, like he still sounds the same. That's the thing about this music industry. And you talked about it. You said it. Like if people don't get it now, like it's not theirs to get. Like that's just what it is.
yeah.
But when it's time, oh my goodness, and we
Whatever you're
grew.
doing is not for anybody else to
Yeah.
understand. You just gotta do it. Like
Yeah,
think of it's just
seriously.
it's in everything. It's in everything
Mhm.
you do. Like
Mhm.
people are going to school. Like people don't ask you why you're going to school. Like it's not for nobody else to understand why you're doing whatever you're doing. Like so you can apply that thinking and that way of thinking and logic just to everything you want to do. Like you
Mhm.
don't have to see it very in a very separate way because I'm doing this. Like whatever you're doing does not matter to the person. The person sitting beside you. You just have to keep doing it till it clicks for them or they understand it or whatever happens. But you just have to do whatever you feel that you need to do that you feel like is right. You just gotta go do it.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? If you want to get more money, you gotta go to school, you gotta go do this. People be like, oh, why you doing this certificate? Why you doing this? Why you doing that? Like they don't know why, but you know why. So the same thing with music. Same thing with anything you want to do. Working out, they don't know why you like working out. Like why you working out 2 hours? Like they don't know. Nobody knows. Like people always feel like they know, but they don't. So just do it, man. Just do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was really good. Dami, so looking ahead, like, what should we be expecting from you, in your music?
Yeah, man. I don't know. If you're being honest, I don't look too far into like I set goals, but I don't look too far into like life. You know what I'm saying? But what to expect? Just expect more of me, I guess.
Yeah.
More of like, because I would say this: I'm confident that people know who I was, but they don't know who I am. So you about to know who I am.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So whatever you heard, oh this song is tough over here. Appreciate that. I love that. I like it too. I like that you like that. You can there might be more of that coming, there might be more of this coming, it might be you just gotta be you gotta stick out with me, man, the journey, because life is like Rome wasn't built in a day type shit. So
Yeah.
there's just gonna be more stuff that I just feel like people are gonna love, like people are gonna appreciate. Not even love, just appreciate it. Like their appreciation is enough. Like just it's just like the gratitude of just knowing that you did something right. Once you get that appreciation, you always know why you doing stuff, and it's gonna seem more like you're just gonna know that this whatever I put out, you might not be used to, but you're just gonna know that, bruh, dead nigga,
Mm-hmm.
dead nigga right here, that boy doing something, like you know what I'm saying. So like, it's gonna be a lot of stories. Like it's just gonna be a lot of you just you just gotta be part of the journey, man. Just gotta stick it out.
Yeah.
That's all
Yeah.
I'm gonna say.
Yeah, we're definitely going to stick it out, Dami. Thank you so much for coming on the podcast. Where can we find you? Where can we follow you?
It's OPSENIOR, man. You feel me? OPSENIOR, the bravest out the motherfucking bunch. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna see, y'all gotta know the podcast is over now, but now I'm about to show you me for real. Like, so it's OPSENIOR, OP motherfucking senior, the bravest out the fucking bunch. Always gonna go do what he needs to do. Always gonna do what he has to do. And it's not gonna unapologetically, like, not giving a fuck. I don't give a fuck what you think. I don't give a fuck what you know. I respect it though. No disrespect. But you just gotta let me do what I need to do so you can see it and you can feel it. And don't say shit to your opinions, acts, but it's respected. And I'll respect you back. But where you can find me is on socials. On socials, you can find me on socials like OP Senior. It's not hard to find me at Spotify, um, Apple Music, whatever your DSP is, whatever your pop platform is they used to listen to music. You can find me on there.
Hmm.
Couple releases on there. You can like see whatever you like.
Yeah, and you'll be
Like
tagged in the description below, so they'll be able to find you.
saying it's OP fucking singing. You feel me? Big OP, big motherfucking OP. Don't let anybody tell you less.
Period.
Like you know what I'm saying?
Let them
Don't let
know.
anybody tell you less. It's big motherfucking OP. You heard?
Thank you,
And this niggas be
Tommy.
playing. And after this project, let me. Nobody said after this project, I'm gonna talk to y'all niggas for real. I'm gonna talk to y'all
Or let
niggas.
them
Let me
know.
just let me do my experimental conceptual shit as a student of the game. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all niggas, I dropped it. Y'all niggas might think is I ain't doing. Then I'm coming right back on y'all neck.
Mm-hmm.
You think I'm playing? Just watch. Let me just do my student of the game thing. Like let me add to the game type shit and just show that part that I could do some different type of stuff. I could do same type of things that you don't even know I
Expand your
could do, and there's still more.
discography. Let them know.
Exactly, diverse. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Diversity.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people can't do that shit.
Mm-mm.
No disrespect, no
Mm-mm.
disrespect, but a lot of people can't do that shit.
Because they're not
And
versatile. But OP Senior is
exactly,
versatile. Mm-hmm.
our
Yeah.
versatility is beyond measure. Trust
Mm-hmm.
me.
It's an art.
You know what I'm saying?
It's an
It's
art.
art. So you know what I'm
Thank you.
saying. So it's just that. But OP senior, man, don't forget that. It's OP fucking senior. Don't forget that.
Don't forget that. Thank you, Dami.
You're welcome.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, how was that? It was really, really good, wasn't it? Yeah, that conversation was insane, and we'll definitely be having OP Senior back to go even deeper on the topic of music. While we're here, please be sure to follow all of the socials for At the Table, and also OP Senior. He's doing really, really, really dope stuff, so please be sure to follow him as well. All of his information is in the description. You don't have to go anywhere. We have so many other great, amazing, phenomenal interviews that I have done in the past of just really inspiring young people. Be sure to check any of those out. And yeah, I think I'm done. But hold on, wait, before you go, please remember to laugh really, really loud and pray all the time. Goodbye.